might have to take notes on this bitch. Welcome back to Famous and Wealthy Podcast. Right now, man, we about to go crazy with this new interview with my boy Dion, Mr. Phenomenal, man. What's going on, my boy?
Man, I'm all good. How about you, family?
I'm good, man. Hey, you know what's crazy? I just looked at your page, man. I see you going nuts. I see you from the crib, Chicago.
Hey, Chi-Town raised me, man. But hey, look, ATL paying me though.
Yeah, I see. So how long you was in Chicago before you
all
decided
my
to go to? Okay, so you just moved to ATL?
So I've been at ATL for 2 years now. I was in Chicago all my life. I just turned 40. So I was in Chicago for 38 years, bro, and I moved right around my 38th birthday. I moved to ATL, and it was the best decision I ever could have made, bro.
Right. You know, before I got out at 19 and I moved to Atlanta as well, but it don't kind of feel like Chicago to you a little bit?
Nah. See,
Yeah.
I left Chicago because I kind of felt like Chicago, it wasn't a whole lot there. I feel like it's just like a dark cloud over the city. Like, only thing you hear and what you see is what's going on in the news, like people robbing people,
right,
dealing drugs, you know, shooting up kids and all that crazy. So I said, man, I got to get out of here. Like, this ain't for me. Like, I just needed a new environment. I feel like when you look at success, I feel like either one or two things have to happen. Like, you either have to change yourself as a person and within that environment, or a successful person need a new environment to put themselves in order to go crazy and be successful. So that was me. I felt like I was already going crazy in Chicago, but I hit a plateau because nobody in Chicago wasn't doing what they was doing in Atlanta. That's why I felt like it was different.
You're right.
Like in Chicago, we used to just kick it, party. That's it. It was like party and party promote was getting money.
Yeah.
That was what it was in Chicago. But in the A, I'm like, these dudes really getting to it.
No, they is, bro.
I went out to the A and I went to one of these little meetings. And they was all into my doing 100,000 in a month. I said, nah, I'm in the wrong place. I got to get up out of here.
No, for sure. It ain't no. I don't. You right though. I never met like people that was making that type of money unless it was some like scam shit or some. You know,
yeah.
So I get what you're saying with that one though. I mean, when I was in Chicago, I was making money, but I was in Chicago, but wasn't making money in Chicago. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just like, man, when I get out of jail, I cannot go back to Chicago. Like, there's no way, because it ain't nothing to do but crime, really.
I tell you what, all them years I was there, I felt like I was locked up anyway.
Yeah,
I felt like I really just finally got free. Like, when I moved to Atlanta, I felt so much more free. I had freedom, and then I actually was able to achieve financial freedom because now I changed my environment. I'm around these people that's making $100,000 in a month, $100,000 in a week, $100,000 in a day, and they showing me this. I'm able to see this. I'm I'm like, yeah, I gotta move. Like, I don't want to be here no more. Like,
so when did you make your first, 100,000? Was it in Chicago or was it in Atlanta?
What's crazy is my first $100,000 in a month that I made. Well, in a year and a month. Which one?
In a month.
In a month. That was, I got awarded for making $100,000 in a month in April of 2022, and my first $100,000 in a month was in probably like November of 21.
Oh wow!
And I was still in Chicago. I didn't move to Atlanta until April of 2022.
Okay.
So I was already kind of going crazy, but it was because I was visiting Atlanta.
Exactly.
I was already tapped in
Yep.
with the people from Atlanta, so I was already like going back and forth. And I told my wife, I'm like, look, we got to move. And she was like, when? I'm like, yesterday. I'm like, because being here but continuously traveling and going crazy, I just need to be in that environment. I need to be in that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you said you married?
I'm married. Yep.
Okay. How was that like as far as like with making decisions and stuff like? Because I meet a lot of people and I'll be like, you should do this, you should do that. But I feel like a lot of guys can't make decisions without their like wife. Is that?
I think, like when I was younger, chasing women, going crazy. You making good money. You are like I've been making $100,000 a year since 2009. Right. So I always was making good money and felt like I made good money. And I did the whole chasing women, doing all that. All they did was just knock me off my focus.
For sure.
I couldn't stay focused. I got hurt Monday. I got hurt Tuesday, hurt Wednesday. Yep. I couldn't stay focused. Like, so you're going to do one or two things. You're either going to chase some ass or you're going to chase some bread.
No
like cap. You got a choice.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm like, I'd rather just get with one person, stick with them, lock in with them, and stay focused. And I feel like my wife and being with her, making decisions with her, I feel like that give me superpowers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so that motivates me, that inspires me, that makes me keep going. You got to think, bro, it's a difference when you just out here by yourself and you regular, ain't got nothing to do. But when you married to somebody, you committed to that, and you got kids with them. Like, I got 3 kids.
Yeah.
Like, I can't mess up. I can't fuck up. Like,
right.
I gotta make it happen. And so for every reason why, a person would think that they shouldn't go crazy and do what they supposed to do, that's the reason why you're supposed to go crazy. You're supposed to go crazy for your kids. You're supposed to go crazy for your wife. You're supposed to go crazy for your family. So for me, being locked in one person helped me actually get to the level that I'm at.
Exactly. Focus. Okay. So What's the main thing you think that helped you get successful though?
I feel like getting a mentor.
Getting a mentor?
Getting somebody who was performing at the level that I wanted to perform at, making the money that I wanted to make, and who could give me the answer to the test, what I call life. I feel like, life is kind of like college in a sense to where if you're not willing to pay life's tuition, you don't really want to be successful.
Exactly.
And so, me getting a mentor, it really gave me somebody that I consider a life GPS. Like, we don't go nowhere really without a GPS.
For sure.
Like, I got in the Uber, I got off the flight here, got in the Uber, and that Uber driver used GPS to bring me here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. So it's like with life and with business, in life, if you trying to go from, let's say, working a 9 to 5, you want to have a successful business, you need a mentor. You need somebody that can be your GPS, that can say, you currently right here, this way you looking to go, but this the route that you need to take, because you got to think about it. If I can make $100,000 in a month, Kevo make $100,000 a month, we make $1 million in a month. If you trying to do that, why you want to figure it out by yourself? Just go get you a mentor. That's your GPS.
Exactly.
They're going to say, look, you right here. This is the stuff you need to go do in order to make $100,000 or $1 million a month. And as long as you execute and you run that play and you do it precisely, you're going to hit your destination easily. So for me, I'm like, I need, like, what changed and what made it better for me? I said, I can't keep trying to figure stuff out on my own. Like, I'm trying to go to Google University, YouTube University. People do that all the time. If Google and YouTube was where you needed to go to be successful, why everybody ain't rich?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Because I feel like you have to meet the mentor and he has to tell you deeper secrets than what he don't tell you on YouTube.
Yeah. And the reality is that people don't understand, like, the game is to be sold. It ain't to be told. Like, you got to pay to play. Like, this ain't that. Like, the mentor, he probably paid somebody. He probably went through a lot of stuff, a lot of trial, tribulation, and time. So a lot of people are like, well, why y'all always charging? Well, why wouldn't we charge? Why wouldn't I charge for my time? Time is the true currency of life. I can't get yesterday back. So what I did yesterday to get where I'm at right now, you got to pay for that.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like a lot of people say that, but they'll go pay for this or pay for that. It's because it's you. You know what I mean? They don't want to pay you. You know what I mean? They don't want to pay me. So I feel like that's the reason why they get held back. They don't want to get in the car. They want to walk. You feel me? To success. They don't want to drive.
Well, then they got it. This the thing then, Kevo. If you don't want to pay me or you don't want to pay Kevo, you don't want to pay a mentor, then you're going to pay life.
Yeah, exactly.
And life is way more expensive than paying me.
Yeah.
Because when I look at my success, I didn't make my first M until that was the year of 2022, right? That was my first $1 million year. So I went from 6 figures to 7 figures, then 7 figures, 8 figures, right? Yeah. And this was last year. So boom, boom, boom. But I was only able to do that because I paid a coach and I paid a mentor. But when I look at the money that I lost by not paying a coach and a mentor sooner, it cost me millions of dollars over the years.
And time.
Time.
So you say you 40, right?
40.
So imagine if you would have met your mentor at 20.
Come on now. Bro, I'll be up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just now, like I tell people all the time, the quicker you can get to your dream life, the longer you get to enjoy it. Exactly. So think about me. Like right now, I'm just now getting to the point where I feel like I'm so financially stable. I'm good for life because of the money that I make. But I'm now just now at 40 getting to really enjoy the fruits of my labor. For sure. At 40. So now it's like, okay, if I live to 70 or maybe 80, so I got the first half. Now I can enjoy my second half. It's people that work a job 50 years, today 50, today 60, to what enjoy maybe 20 years maybe. That's crazy, bro.
I always tell people how important connections is. I say connections is so important that connections sometimes is almost more important than actually chasing the actual money. Because if you got a really good connection with somebody, they can make you rich with the knowledge that they know, with the people that they know. That is so important nowadays, though. Some people just be going for the money and then they burn a relationship or something like that. But it's all about connections.
Like I got a really good conversation piece around that because for me I am where I am now, but the reality is that I wasn't always here, and when I wasn't here, I had friends that I'm not friends with now.
Right.
So it's like the relationships got burned and the ties got severed. But then it's like I be thinking to myself sometimes, like, I wonder what do they think.
Do you think that?
You see what I'm saying?
Do you think that success brings hate?
Absolutely, bro. It brings jealousiness, it brings enviousness, and that ain't the right way to go about it. But it's like, success either gonna motivate and inspire, or it's gonna make you jealous and envious. It's gonna go one or two ways. Like the people that get motivated and inspired, you can see it in your comments, and you go we got a lot of followers. You see it, but it also be the hate in there too.
I feel like a lot of the, like, let's say if they hate people, right? Like hate comments or whatever. I feel like it'd be a lot of people that just go on fake pages and like it'd be people that we know possibly though.
That's a fact.
A lot of the times it be people that that's getting on a fake page just saying this and saying that.
Because it's like why my success make you mad?
Exactly. It is.
So it got to do something to you. Like it got, like you said, it may be really somebody that we know, and they go and make a crazy little page or whatever, and they on there talking because they really in their feelings. It's like, other than that, if you see me being successful, why my success make you mad? Like we got the same 24 hours. Why not? Like, and I said this too before. I had told one of my mentees. I said, you gotta realize, like, some of the people, they gonna hate on you, but the same people that's hating on you, they don't even understand they should be learning from you so they can get some money with you.
Man.
Like you said, the relationships, I value relationships over money because I understand that the right person in the right place can actually take me to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Like I watch relationships help me out.
It can continue to come. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to get the money one time, but the money will run out.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you want to kind of continue to grow. And especially, I always tell people, like, it's not just about, like, somebody was just asking me, like, how you feel about rather being rich than famous, right? But then it's that's a hard question, because then we could be rich, but then it's still, if you really good with marketing and you really good with money, fame can help you be richer. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, okay, for instance, let's say if you rich, but we meet a lot of rich people daily who want to be famous. Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of like, what about the people that's famous and very, very wealthy that knows how to manage everything in relationships?
I know some people that's way more famous than me, but don't make the kind of money that I make.
For sure, me too.
You know what I'm saying? And then I also meet some people that make way more money than me, that nobody knows them.
And they be low key, like kind of low key. They be, but also, do you sense some type of jealousy with those type of people? Like, okay, for instance, let's say if they got more than you, do you think that they're learning from you, taking from you, but still kind of jealous of you because you're known more than them, and they feel like they should be known more than you, but you're known more than them?
I think it's possible. It just kind of really depends on the person. I think that's some deeply rooted issues that they may have too, though. Because like, if you really got a bag and you up, but you're not really like famous and hot like that, like, why hate on me? Like, you got everything you want. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think that, okay, for instance, so I deal with a lot of people. Let's say if they got a lot of money, what you think that's holding people back from actually investing in their self to get their self bigger if they got the bag?
That's crazy. That's a crazy question. I could. It's hard to. If you got money, why wouldn't you invest?
I'd be confused too, bro.
Why wouldn't you invest? You know what it is? I could answer that. That's really good, because I know somebody in that situation that I feel like, even right now, I ain't gonna put no names up there, but I feel like they're bigger than me. Well, they're not bigger than me, but they got probably a little bit more money than me. Okay. But they won't pay me to coach them to help them become bigger. Right. Because what they thinking to themselves is, if I pay you and you coach me, and you get to tell people that you helped me, that I'm not gonna feel like I really was able to do it on my own. They want to go pay somebody that nobody knows. Yeah,
or you know what I mean? Or it's just they don't want to put the money in your pocket.
They want to put they hating on that too.
It be like that, and then you be like if it be confusing to me. I ain't gonna lie. I be like, what the hell? But it's just
like counting my pockets rather than just worrying about what you got going on. Like that. That's it. Like pocket watching. That's pretty much what it is. Like, you looking at me, what I got. Like, I ain't about to put no more bread in bro pocket. But that's just a poverty mindset. You know. That's when, and it's the same thing when people think about mentors and coaches. You'd be like, why I gotta pay you? Well, why wouldn't you have to pay me? Like, don't worry about what I do and what I don't got. You need help. Yeah. So you need to pay. You need to get this help, and let's go crazy.
Then there's a lot of hustlers out there, and I feel like that's actually getting some money, but they be so tight and close with the money, but it slowly gets pitched away no matter what. This is just life. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'd rather just pay a person like you, man, teach me how to get the credit I need. Teach me everything I need to know to hurry up and skip past levels. It's like a game. Like, they'll do all this on a game, you know what I mean? But in real life, you want to play and hold your money to your chest and something like that. So I kind of feel like that's what's going on in life. Yeah. But let me ask you something as far as, like, with credit, right? How much credit you got?
Right now, about $1.4 million in credit.
So what type of plays you got that can help people that's watching get, like, funded or credit immediately?
Yeah, so, like, some credit builder plays that somebody can run, because most people got, like, they either don't have credit or you got good credit, you're not leveraging it. You know, so it's like, if you don't have credit and you need to get some credit, like, one easy play, instant approval, $2,500 will be on a website. You go to meetava.com.
Meetava?
Meetava, MEETAVA.com. That's an instant approval, $2,500 for anybody that got good or bad credit. So that'll add a primary account. So, it's like, it's not a trade, it's a primary. So I'm going to own this account, but I'm going to get a $2,500 limit, just boom, right off meetava.com. Most people are paying rent. They're not homeowners. So they can go to rentreporters.com. They can get another primary account. So go to rentreporters.com, and whoever you paying rent to, they'll just verify that you're paying rent, and they're backdated. So now
okay.
you're talking about getting 3, 4, 5 years of rental history on your credit report. Most people ain't got no history. They got a thin credit profile. They can't go to the bank. They can't get funded because they ain't got no history, and they can't become a homeowner. So now when you want to become a homeowner, you got 4 or 5 years of rental history on your credit profile. All they're gonna do is verify with the landlord, and they're gonna add that to your credit. You pay like $10 a month.
Okay.
Easy, right? Another credit builder that they can add is they can add Kovo. That's an installment loan.
Kovo,
KOVO.com.
Oh yeah, Kovo. Okay.
So it's like now with those 3, you got your rent reporting. You know what I'm saying? That's a primary. You got a line of credit through Ava, and you got Kovo. That's an installment loan. So now you got revolving plus installment loan. That's how you build your credit profile out in order to make lenders want to give you money. Them 3 plays right there, that'll change the game. That right there. Rent reporters normally on average take somebody points up 40 points. Kovo was another 40 to 50 points. Ava is like 20 points. So them 3 plays right there take somebody up 100 points plus right now.
Wow.
So if they had a 500, you would have 600 plus after you run that play.
That's hard.
Like rent reporters report in a week. Kovo report in probably like 30 days. You know what I'm saying? Rent reporters are gonna report in about a week. Like it's cold. Good plays, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So what's to the credit repair program you got? The new what's it, Metro 2?
Metro 2, bro.
What's to that?
That right there is a game changer. And the reality is that people have to understand that when you think about Metro 2 compliance, this is something that you got to think about, bro. What is it? We in 2024.
Yeah.
This actually was established. The regular Metro was established in the 1970s, right along with the FCRA, with the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And then you got to understand that they reintroduced it 2 different times. They reintroduced it in 1997, and that's when they called it Metro 2 compliance. And then they actually reintroduced it again as Metro 2 in 2015. But in 1997 was when it really was established and brought to the industry in itself as a credit reporting standard that all credit bureaus must comply by, because the reality is that most people don't know this is that the 3 credit bureaus plus Innovis actually sat down and they put together this compliance standard that essentially states that if Kevo got some on his credit profile that shouldn't be there, then that account must meet compliance standards to even be reported. Right. So it don't matter the account. It don't matter so most people doing factual disputing, they doing consumer law, right? Whereas with factual disputing, you looking at the account and seeing if the factual nature of whether, the account is, all the name information is correct, the date the account was open, all of that stuff is correct on the credit profile. With consumer law, you got to study the laws and know what laws were being violated and put together letters for that. Whereas with Metro 2, all you got to do is say, this account right here, this bankruptcy, this child support, this eviction, this student loan, this late payment, it don't meet the compliance standard to even be reported. So therefore, if it don't meet the compliance standard of reportability, it jeopardizes the integrity of the information that's being reported, so it got to be deleted. So it don't matter the account type, it don't matter how long the account has been there. If it don't meet compliance standard of reportability, it got to be deleted. Simple as that.
So this is way different from the regular average credit building and
way different. Way different, because it's not really like disputing accounts per se, because that's factual disputing, but it's more so just going out the account's ability to even comply to be reported. So we talking about reportability versus what's already there and what it's going against, right?
Right.
But we talking about account ability to even be there, period. So when you send in a Metro 2 compliant letter to the credit bureaus, they be like, oh shit, well, it's different. Like, we got to comply. This is our standard that we put in place. So we got to delete this account because he's saying that it don't meet the standard of reportability to even be reported. So they can't argue with you and go back and forth. The only thing you'll get when you use Metro 2 is a stall letter. They'd be like, we just want to make sure this was you that sent the letter out. That's just a tactic to get you to say, dang, what they on. But if you don't know no better, you don't know. But the only thing that they do is send you a stall letter, and they say, we want to just verify that you really sent this letter in because it's a Metro 2 letter. You got to say, I sent that in, send your next letter out, we gone. Like, I'm talking, I got students getting bankruptcy deleted, evictions, all that stuff, first 30 days, first round, second round.
Yeah, I seen.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Going crazy.
So, look, I was going to say was like, so let's say if I'm a person that's watching and I want a mentorship, right? You would basically teach me exactly how to step-by-step clean my credit?
So, essentially, what I did was I created a software.
Oh, okay, the software.
So I created a software, and the software basically show you step by step how to do it in the software.
Oh, okay.
And we got live weekly training. We got training 5 days a week for anybody that say, yo, I want to do this. I want to figure this out myself. Because the reason why I created the software was for, you know how it is in the credit repair industry, like people doing credit, but they don't really know what they doing.
Right.
So you going to go pay bro $1,000 and you looking 6 months later like,
Ain't nothing going.
Ain't nothing going. Like, what's going on? So I created because I'm like, yo, like, we need to stop where people feel like in this industry, I can't get help and I'm paying $1,000. I also created because I wanted to give people back the power, put it in their hands. Like, look, bro, stop depending on people to like help you. You go get educated yourself.
And then help people.
Do it yourself and go help people run up a bag.
You better say it. Yeah.
So the second part is like we helping people learn how to use this software to help themselves, but then help their family, then go run up a bag. Like majority of my students, like I got 17,000 students, bro.
Oh, that's good.
Like 17,000 students. The majority of them are making 6 figures using this software.
Yeah.
They running up a bag like crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's like they came and they just thought that they were just gonna repair their credit,
Yeah.
but they ain't even know like they was gonna really like run up a whole bag. Like they saw the opportunity because the software, once you upload your credit profile, the software just does all the work for you. You ain't got to do nothing, literally.
Right. So what made you really get into the credit repair game though?
Man, what's crazy is, and it's crazy. I saw you was going crazy during the pandemic.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like, dang, should I get into credit? I wasn't really sure. So I was actually in financial service where I was doing life insurance and financial planning for a while.
Right.
I did that for like 3 years. Then I started my own solar renewable energy company. And then, in order for people to go solar, they had to have a 650 credit score. So I'm like, dang, maybe this is my opportunity to get into the credit repair space.
Right.
So this was during the pandemic. You got to think, during the pandemic, we wearing masks. We walk around, me and my team, we knocking on doors. But people like, my credit ain't a 650. I can't do it. Now, here's what's crazy. I was making $500,000 a year doing that, selling solar. You know what I'm saying? But the reality was that I had a lot of missed opportunities because people didn't have good credit. So when I was knocking on their doors and they say I didn't have it, I'm like, dang, I was thinking to myself, I really want to sell them solar because I was getting paid $20,000, $30,000 a house. But in order to get them to go solar, I'm like, I'm going to just start this credit repair company.
Smart.
So that's how I end up getting into credit repair. So then I would say, all right, cool, I can do your credit over here for like $500, get you ready to go solar, then I come back and get the big bread on the back end.
Exactly.
But then what happened was, because we was in the Midwest and people wasn't really like familiar with it, it was that plus we had like a crazy snowstorm. And people weren't finna let us put no solar in and it was snowing outside. They like, this ain't gonna work.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, it ain't gonna work. It ain't like the West Coast where they got sun all day. So then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna drop the solar and I'm just gonna go straight credit. So I went straight credit. But then it was like, I did that for like 2-3 years, right during the pandemic. But then you gotta remember, I moved to the A. But then when I moved to Atlanta, I found out that doing credit repair in Atlanta was a misdemeanor. So I'm like, I can't be trying to do something illegal.
Right.
And I got into coaching. I'm like, I'm trying to teach people how to do this. I'm like, that's illegal. So then that's where the software came about. Because I'm like, well, damn, I'm like, I need to do something that I can still educate the people, still help the people, no matter where they at in the state. But I'm like, I can't be trying to do credit repair when it's illegal, and then I'm trying to teach that. That ain't going like
that's
work.
what I started doing. I was like, when I started seeing everybody doing credit repair, I was like, let me just teach credit repair.
Yeah.
And then I'll make way more money. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just
Exactly.
Because I was learning about it. I was like, damn, like credit repair. I started seeing like hella videos of people getting locked up for it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, they own it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, you know, let me just teach people like, and they can just go off how they go off it. You know what I mean?
That's what really helped get me to the level that I stopped like providing the service for people and start serving people.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm doing credit repair. Like my best months doing credit repair was like maybe 40 G's in a month. Like, cause I was signing like 30, 35 people and I was doing like $1,200 a head.
Yeah.
But then now I got to go actually do the work. I'm like, I'm tired. I'm up to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But then when I start teaching people how to do it themselves, and I'm like, well, just give me $1,000. I'll show you how to do it, and you can go make money.
Better, yeah.
It's way better. I'm like, I ain't got to do no more work. And then I sat there and I looked. I'm like, damn, I just signed up like the same amount of people in 1 week and no work.
For sure.
Just teaching you how to do it.
Like, you know what's crazy? When I first started, I had a crazy wave because it was like people was getting mad at me. They was like, man, you showing these niggas the sauce?
Yeah.
And it was so crazy. Like my whole social media was blowing up. Like, man, that's crazy. Yo, as the police, and like, why you telling people this? And I was just confused because I'm just like, man, look, I don't know if y'all know, but we really can't do this, and this.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna sell guides and courses on how I'm doing everything that I'm doing and how y'all can do it and benefit y'all family and friends. And bro, it was so much. Now, like, you look up 2024, it's hella credit repair people. It's hella like, you know what I mean? And, you know what's so crazy is like, I feel like by me starting doing that, I helped a lot of people like get in position because they like, oh, if he can do it, shit, he from the city, I can do it too, you know. So that's
bro, I promise. When I saw you, I'm like, bro, from the city, I'm like, that's crazy. He going crazy. Like, man, I remember you,
crazy.
Bro, you was one of the first people that I heard talk about like trade lines and primaries.
Primaries,
I'm like, Like,
it was all
like,
when I got on YouTube. It was like hella white people, like not knocking them, you know what I mean? But it was just, and I was just like, man, I need a person. I mean, I can watch it, but I was like, I want to have somebody that's like me saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like almost rapper style type of vibes. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, well, then I started noticing hella people listening to me like, hey, bro, I learned a lot from your OnlyFans. Hey, bro, I learned a lot from this and that. And I'm like, damn, so it's working.
Yep.
So that's what made me like start shooting more videos. But
I don't want nobody to look at this interview and get discouraged from doing credit repair. Like, it don't matter how many people it is. It ain't never enough people.
No, for sure.
Like,
it's always something on your credit that needs to get taken off. So I feel like credit repair is like literally the number one thing. And every time you go somewhere or want anything, they're going to ask about your credit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you definitely need to know how to clean credit, and you need to mentor people. I mean, you need to get with mentors who knows about credit.
Credit is essential to life, bro. I can't stress it enough. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for credit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
For sure.
Same. Like that's my entrepreneurial journey. I started with $40,000 in credit when I stopped working my job. Like,
what other reasons made you create a software, and how many people are using the software?
So my main reason was really because I went to this event called ClickFunnels. You know about Russell Brunson? Yeah. So I went to that event, and Russell Brunson said, if you don't have a monthly subscription in your business, you don't have a business at all.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there in this crowd with 5,000 people, and I'm just like, what do you mean by that? So then it was crazy because that was right around the same time I had moved to Atlanta, and I was thinking about this software, but I'm thinking, so I said, when I looked at the software, I said, well, what if I charge a monthly with this software that I create? And I'm like, so not only would I be able to help people, but then I'll be able to stabilize my business, and then I'll be able to make good money too.
Yeah.
So it's like right now, like in one of our groups, we got 11,000 people in there, and we talking about using the software. And the lowest rate plan on my software is $147 a month. So I know niggas know how to do math.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I know they know how to do math. That's some bread.
That is some bread.
That's some bread. Like we do very well, but the reality is that what I really love about the group is every day somebody dropping like, yo, I got this bankruptcy off. I got this repossession off. Like I'm literally watching people getting child support off. Like that whole nigga's back from being able to go do a lot of stuff. And we talking about being able to put people in position to be able to go have a second chance financially in life. That's a game changer. So for me, it's like the money cool, but I like seeing the results and the testimonies because I'm not doing it no more. Y'all doing it, and you helping yourself, and you putting your family on, and you making some bread. That's a game changer, bro.
So like in your mentorship program, do you have any like affiliate type of programs going on with it?
Yep. Yeah. So if somebody wants to, you know what I'm saying, say, look, bro, I want to refer as many people as possible, we definitely do affiliate for sure.
Yeah. So basically, like you putting people right on.
We gonna meet you. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
So you putting people right in the game with it then.
Put them in the game, bro. Like I don't want to I don't care to make all of the money myself.
Right.
Like my man's right here. He got a whole joint. Like we set it up for him. He making bread every month.
Oh, that's hard.
We just breaking bread. Like, it's cool. Yeah. Like I don't gotta get all of the money by myself. Like I'd rather put my mans in them on. Like I'm cool. Like I ain't got no problem with that. Like one eat, we all gotta eat. Like that's the game for me. Like I value relationships, bro, more than money itself, because I feel like if you value a person in a relationship, you can make way more money valuing that person.
No, for sure.
I promise. Like that's like people will put you in position and people don't understand that. Like that's what I'm on.
So like is the software affordable? Like how do they use it? Like, you know what I mean? Like break it down for me.
It's super simple, super easy. The cheapest rate plan that somebody can use for individuals $147 a month. Okay. But the beautiful thing about that is for $147 a month, you can help up to 4 people. So me, you, and let's just say you got 2 cousins, we could all split the $147.
Oh, that's decent.
That's like $36 a person, and we can use it as long as we want to use it and stop whenever we want to stop. So think about that. We got people that's deleting a bankruptcy. Let's just say if a person let's say it's a family of 4, and somebody got a bankruptcy. Let's say they go 4 rounds. That means that one of them people paid $36 times 4, which is the equivalent of like $150, and they got a bankruptcy deleted. That's crazy.
And the software do everything for you?
Software do everything for them. All they got to do is upload their credit profile in there. So on the software, you could click, pay for your little credit profile, little $30, boom. Yeah. Then it's gonna with one. All you can do is put your username and password that you just got your profile with. That's going to automatically snatch over your credit profile, put it into the software, and then you're going to go to a section where you upload that credit profile, like where it show all the negative and positive. Yeah. The software, it separates the negatives from the positives. Then you could just attack all of the negatives. And you hit generate, and it's going to generate the whole letter with a Metro 2 letter, and it's going to print it. Like, you can just print it out right there. And it happens like this, like 2-3 minutes. Right? Like, not 2-3 minutes, like 2-3 seconds, just like that. It's that fast.
So after you get the letters, then you would put them in an envelope.
So one or two things. So we don't want people to have to do that, right?
Right.
So a person could choose and say, all right, well, I want to do it myself. I want to print it out myself. But we also got third-party mailers on the back end of the software.
Oh, that's hard.
So if they generate their letters, they can pay and say, look, the same price that I would have paid to go to the post office, the same price that I would have paid to mail off my letters, I could pay you to package and mail and send them off and do it for me, and I could just sit at the crib. So as long as somebody got a laptop, they got Wi-Fi, they can sit at the crib and get busy.
Damn, so they can just start their whole credit repair business right after this video.
Right after this video. Go crazy.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie. That's a wave right there. We definitely got to put something together with that.
That's something I'm telling you, like, bro. And what it does is, especially for somebody like me and you who got people who need that help.
They need that help.
All it does is it just give us a better opportunity to help the people. It's more credibility. Like it's an easy play for the people. Like I promise, bro. You introduce this to your community, they gonna go crazy.
Nah, they definitely need. My community definitely need that. I ain't gonna lie.
They're gonna go crazy.
It's so many people in the DM every single day. Like, man, I need something off my credit. I need my credit fixed. I need my credit fixed.
Be like, bro, go pay that $147, bro, and go get busy. You and your mama, your cousin, and y'all straight.
Wow, automatic program. That's much
easy.
Needed. Needed.
And so we got other rate plans that support people who like. If a person say, I just started my family, we good, but now I got people coming to me to repair their credit because they saw our results. We got a plan for $300 a month. They can do 17, 18 people a month. So once you start growing, we got packages and plans in there as well to service people who their business is growing as well. So yeah, it's lit.
For sure. Lit. So look, what do you think that you're most proud of about being successful?
For me, I think it's the people that I coach and mentor, because I do have mentorship programs, and mentoring people and taking them from, let's just say, an ordinary person to becoming extraordinary. I got a lot of mentees who are now making millions of dollars a year. Some of them doing $500,000 a year, some of them $700,000 a year, some of them $250,000 a year. But the reality is that these were people who wasn't making that kind of money before.
At all. Right?
And so just by, paying me and tapping into my program, now they like, yo, bro, like I don't work a job no more. I'm financially free. I'm financially stable for me. So it's like I've gotten to the point to where even in a short period of time, it really stopped being about the money and it really started being about the people. Right. Like I love somebody, like I had one of my matter of fact, I'm gonna show you some. Watch this on my phone. Watch this. I'm gonna show you this.
Okay.
Because I don't want people to think that it's cap, right? So
yeah.
We're gonna show them live right here. Look, check this out. So when I had one of my mentees, he sent me this. He sent me this yesterday. I'm gonna show you what he sent me. So just so people could know how real it is. Cause this the kind of stuff that I'm proud of right here. All right, check this out right here. Look. I'm gonna let you tell him what he texted me. And you can click on that picture and see what the number say. So what he text me, what he say?
Okay.
Right there, yeah.
Right here?
Yep, what he say?
He said, you said 1 p.m. by July. I couldn't wait that long.
Click on that. So he said you said 1 million by July. I couldn't wait that long. From January to April, what that man make?
Damn. Hold on. 970,000?
From January to now.
Damn.
M.
Yeah,
I told him I said if you lock in and you really go crazy, I said you should at least do an M by July this year. He texted me, he said, I couldn't wait. The man, like this man did an M from January to April, just off of just simple strategies and tactics. You know what I'm saying? Just following, just saying, I bet I'm gonna lock in. So for me, this is what it's all about for me.
Yeah.
And then being able to show people, like, if you build your credit the right way, you can no matter what business you want to start, no matter what lane you want to go in, if you follow some of my strategies in place to build your credit and go leverage your credit and go to the banks and get a bag, you can start whatever business you want, grow it and scale it. Like I saw another podcast, like I saw, my boy Smitty. Somebody was in the comments was like, they be lying, they be capping. Like you can't get $100,000 line of credit. That's easy. Yeah, bro.
Those people are people that's mad. A lot of the people that I notice in comments, there be people that's just mad at either Smitty or just mad at us giving the game out to y'all that's watching. So y'all got to be careful. Don't get misled by comments or anything, because a lot of that stuff be like fake people.
I replied, and I'm going to show you this too. I replied and I'm gonna show you this. Look, you could show them that I'm gonna log into this here. That's a line of credit. You can tell them how much money I spent on it. But what's my line of credit for? Is that $100?
Yeah, that's $100.
That's $100,000 on one card. That's a Chase card.
Yep, and they was capping like you can't get $100,000 line.
Right.
He just showed me. You know what I mean?
That's
so,
100,000.
You know, like
100,000, y'all.
Yeah.
And I use like 52,000. And then what's due on it is my next due day is in a week. 27,000 is due. That's light.
See, that's what I'm saying. So y'all gotta tap in with bro. He A1 legit. All right, so man, I know you went to college and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Did that.
You know, a lot of people say that you actually gotta go to college to be successful, and you know what I mean. You want to be. I'm gonna give this some real tea though, right? For me, I didn't even go to 10th grade. I dropped out of high school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got my GED in jail. So and I'm pretty sharp. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like what do you think about college right now? They push it on the kids or whatever, 14, 15. Like if you don't go to college, you're not going to be nothing.
That's
what
crazy.
You think do you think it's a scam, a finesse, or what do you think about it?
I think college is actually the real scam. And the reason why I say that is because they tell us to go to school and graduate and get a good job, right?
Yeah.
Get a good job for what? And then to learn from who? The reality is that most people are graduating with a shit ton of debt, student loans and all that. And it's crazy because it's like I went to college and at 17 or 18, you gave me $100,000 student loan, but then as an adult, I can't even get a loan at all as an adult. Right. It's like that's crazy. But then it's like I took out these loans to learn from somebody that's making $70,000 a year
or less.
And then so that means that's the law of the lid. You can only teach me to the point to where you at. So you're not teaching me business. You're not teaching me financial literacy. You're not teaching me credit. So you teaching me basic life skills that I ain't probably not gonna really use. But it's like you only making $70,000, and you teach me to go get a job to make $70,000 and graduate with all of this debt, and I'm just struggling. This is why most people with degrees are struggling. I say all the time, so you got more degrees than the thermometer.
This is what I notice about jobs, right? When the people try to get jobs. So I feel like it's like a jail system because, okay, if you make one mistake, let's say if I went to school for 4 years, I go to school, you know what I mean? I'm doing good. I finally get my degree or whatever, and I got the job that I dreamed of, right?
That's crazy.
If I make one mistake, if I'm late too many times, if I get it, let's say if somebody does something on a job and you have to fight or anything, that's forever going to be on your resume. Sure. Now we just wasted $300,000-$400,000 because I could never get a job as a doctor again or a nurse again or anything like that. So I feel like you're not still in control after spending $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 in college debt, and you still have to be focused. People don't think about when you go to college, it's still going to be things like life going to happen, right? You might have a baby, you might have to relocate, you might can't afford to stay here or there. So it's like, okay, how I'm going to maintain to continue to go to this school with life affecting me at the same time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like they ain't teaching none of those life skills that you just talked about, like at all. Then it's like when you look at the way everything is like mapped out, the odds are really against us.
Super.
It's like, bro, you just taught me how to go make no money I've wasted 4 years of my life. When I could have paid Kevo, I could have paid Dion
exactly
$10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for coaching and mentorship. He's already making millions. Why am I gonna go learn from a professor that ain't making the money that I want to make, ain't driving the car that I want to drive? Right. I might as well go pay you. We driving lambs. We the one who got the money. Like pay me, and I'll show you how to really go get to the bag.
For sure.
I ain't paying. Listen, I went to school for 4 years. I ain't used that degree. As a matter of fact, anybody want to buy a degree, it's that joint for sale. I ain't using it.
I'm telling you.
I'm not using it. Like it ain't did me no justice. It ain't did me no good. Like me paying my coach and paying a mentor is what got me to the point that I'm at, not no degree.
And you know what I think about? Like a lot of kids that grow up, because they hear it all the time. Like, yeah, go to school, go to college. I feel like it's it's what your parents want.
That's crazy.
You have to do what you have to do as far as if your parents want you to go to college. You know what I mean? That's basically saying because your parents probably worked the job. But are your parents rich and wealthy?
It's as simple as just like you just said. All right, mama, is mama or daddy a millionaire? Ain't.
Exactly.
So I'm not doing what you gonna do. I ain't look, disrespectfully but respectfully, I'm not going to do what you want me to do because you ain't rich and you ain't wealthy. So if I go to college and go to school and get a good job, it's gonna land me right where you at.
Right.
I don't want like respectfully, I appreciate what you did, but I don't want that for me. Like I don't want that. Like I watch too many kids because of the internet. They get a good coach and they got internet and they got access to information. They making M's. I'm talking all like a lot of my friends, they young, 20, 30, and they already doing M's because of the access to internet and information.
If somebody asks me right now, what's the quickest way to make a whole lot of money? Honestly, right now, I will say the program that you giving out with the college, I mean, with the credit repair. You know why? Because I know for 100% fact, every friend that somebody has is watching this video needs something removed.
Facts.
Family member, friend, you need something removed off their credit. And you don't even have to charge them a lot. You can say, I'll remove it for $50, $100, $500. It just depends on who you're around and who you trying to, like, what level you trying to get to, basically. You know what I mean? I feel like that's how I started. I'm like, damn, this credit repair and this credit building thing is crazy. Like,
easy.
I was going around, you know what, when I first got out, I was like, let me just ask people, do they know what trade lines are? They was like, a trade line? What's that?
They still don't know.
I was like, do you know what a primary is? They're like, no, what's a primary?
Nope.
It was like, credit. And when I asked them about credit, they just, oh yeah, I know about credit. My credit's high and this and that. And I'm just like, what's your credit limit?
Right.
They'll be like, credit limit? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's high. I mean, I'm like, what's their highest credit card?
Yeah.
Then that's when I get them. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I have a credit score of 750, but my credit card is like 500. I'm like, man, they got y'all tricked. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't know. Yeah. And it was like, then when people start getting more and more interested, like, damn, the credit repair and credit trade lines and primaries, that's when they start getting on it more. Hey, bro, what's those sites? What's this? What's that? Yeah. That's why they gonna love you for them sites, though. Like, when you dropping them primaries, they love those primary sites and stuff like that.
And people got to understand, like, this is how essential credit is. When you look at the majority of millionaires in the world, like 80% of the millionaires, they own real estate.
For sure.
And so when you think about it, you're like, well, how did they get real estate?
Credit.
They had good credit. They went to the bank and they said, I want to buy this. Here's my credit. Let me leverage that. Give me that line of credit so I can go buy this. And now I got cash flow producing assets. I use my credit. So when you think about majority of the millionaires leverage their credit, why you think that you can't have good credit? You think that credit is not important just because mama didn't teach you, because the college and the education system didn't teach us that. That don't mean that it's not important. Like, even me as an entrepreneur, like, I started my journey with $40,000 in credit. Yeah. Like, I had left my job. I went and added like $80,000 in trade lines when it got access to credit, and that's how I got my journey started. I ain't even lying. Like, I ain't capping. I was paying child support with my credit cards, bro. Like, that's how real and how serious it is. Like credit really financially freed me. So you think that, even when I ask some of my friends who millionaires, like, bro, how you get started, bro? I'll be using my credit, bro. We use credit to run ads and all of that. So it's like, that stuff is essential. Like, that ain't no joke. It is. I literally went and used other people's money to get rich and get wealthy. And you think that you gonna work a job?
Also, man, if you watching right now, I just feel like you got to think about life like this. Like, okay, it's a lot of distractions out here, and I feel like most people who don't like make it far is distracted. Absolutely, like, y'all distracted by TikTok, y'all distracted by Instagram, YouTube. Make it a reason to be on social media. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's what's going on. They're so caught up in social media to the point where they see me or your video or anybody else that's successful and they not successful. That's what makes them hate.
You know what's crazy? Like, when I during the pandemic, when I would see you and other influencers and people that was going crazy, it motivated me.
Yeah,
like, it made me not want to no longer be distracted. It made me, I was like, instead of going to the hookah lounge, instead of kicking it, instead of partying with the guys, instead of doing all of this same shit that I've been doing, I gotta lock in. Like that, like, it made, like, seeing people that look like me be successful made me want to just lock in and just go crazy. And like you said, people are really distracted. They not focused. They not locked in. You gotta be willing to do something different that you ain't never done in order to get results that you ain't never got.
Exactly.
Simple as that. And like, for me to relocate, to move, to sacrifice everything, like, all of my family and friends was like, you crazy. Like, I just left. Like, I ain't really had no plans. I just took the risk. Like, and it's like, now I'm on the other side of what life gives you when you actually take risks. It's like, bro, we ain't gonna be here forever. So why not take as much risk as you can and go as crazy as you can? Like, why settle for a simple life? Like, you got to understand, anything that settles always ends up at the bottom. Like, facts.
Sure.
They'll get that one on the way out the door.
What does success look like to you?
Damn. For me, I think success is helping put other people in position to make money. Like, I think once you like get to a certain point of success, I don't think that it's no longer about you as an individual, how successful you can be. I think it's actually being able to uplift and bring other people with you. Like, people say, like, oh, it's lonely at the top. Nah, bro, it ain't. Like, that's just a selfish poverty type of mindset. For me, I want to put as many people as I can who want it, because there's a lot of people that don't want it. What I ain't gonna do is I ain't gonna make nobody, go be successful. But for me, I think success is, when I look at the people that I'm coaching and I'm mentoring, because God told me a long time ago, if I can help everybody get what they want, need to have out of life, I can have anything I want out of life.
For sure.
So that's why I focus on pouring and giving back, and what I'm saying, just helping people get what they want and need to be successful as well.
So as far as personal credit, right? If I got personal credit right now and I wanted to get business, like a business credit, how do I do that? Like,
I think the fastest and quickest way to do that is to have good credit, right? And that's one of the main reasons why, I put together the software is to help people obviously obtain good credit. But what you can do is you can personally guarantee, which is PG, and you can go to the bank and you can say, hey, look, with no docs, I want to apply like with American Express line of credit, or Discover Business line of credit, right? Or Navy Federal Business line of credit. You can go to these particular banks and you can get a line of credit from them with no documentation. Most time they give it to like $50,000. Like, one play I can give business owners would be like, you can go to Wells Fargo right now and they'll give you up to $50,000, between $5,000 and $50,000 line of credit with no docs for a person who got a 680 FICO credit score or higher. So depending on your FICO credit score and your credit history, you can have a brand new business less than 2 years old and they'll give you a line of credit. But you got to personally guarantee. But then it's like, for me, the way I did it was, once I got so much in business credit, like, and I started personally guarantee, I don't even use my personal credit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, all my cars is in my business name. Dang. Like, everything that I have, like all my business line of credit, even that $100,000, that's in a business. So all of the money I spend now is all in the business name. I keep my personal stuff to myself. Like, I don't touch none of that. You feel what I'm saying? But like a play for to put your auto vehicles in your business name would be Bank of America. Like, they give you 4 auto loans, like, simultaneously, that you can put in your business name, but you got to personally guarantee. And they ain't even tripping on a business income. You can use your personal income, and they'll say, okay, cool, you're approved for $80,000. Go ahead, go get your whip. And that's going to be in your business name, not on your personal side, right? You can do the same thing with Ally Financial. They'll give you a business line of credit for your auto, and you ain't got to worry about it being in your personal name.
Hard.
But you got to think, people want to go out here. It's like, people are over leveraging a personal credit to the point to where all your credit cards in your personal name, your house in your personal name, all your cars in your personal name. So now when you want to go to the bank, you really want to make a move. Let's say you want to invest into a building. You can't do it because you over leverage your personal credit. You got to put some of that stuff in your business name so that way you can still make some moves at any given time.
So what would 40-year-old Dion tell 20-year-old Dion right now today?
That's crazy. I feel like what I would tell that's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I would tell
what was you doing at 20 years ago?
Yeah, like, just 20 years ago, I was actually chasing women.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing a whole bunch, and I was just doing a lot of partying. So what I would tell them is, I would do what I did in the past few years. I would actually get a mentor sooner than later. I would get somebody to coach me on life, give me the answers to life. So like I said earlier, I can actually enjoy my dream life sooner, because I feel like I'm thankful for where I'm at, but I feel like I had it in me. I got enough intelligence in me to be able to execute at 20 years old the way I'm executing at 40.
You know what I notice about, like, people that's watching us, right? Like, it's before they tap in with mentorship. Everybody that tapped in with mentorship with me always say that, man, I've been watching you for a long time.
Yep.
So my thing is, though, with that, I wasn't the person to watch somebody for a long time. If I see that you're doing good, it'll take me about a few months or something.
Yep.
But I know that you know. You got to look at it like this. I have a circle of people, right?
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure that you got to be the one that I need to tap in with, because I'm surround my circle every day. So I feel like people wait too long to actually tap in with mentorship. It shouldn't take 5 years, 7 years. Like, people like, man, I've been watching you since the baller in me. Like, I'm like, damn, that's a long time.
Yeah. And I think too, though, like, it depends on the person in regards to how long, because for me, like, when I was coming up, you got to think, I'm 40, bro. So for me, like, the internet it ain't what it was today. Like, when I was coming up at 20, internet wasn't like internet. Like, we didn't even have Facebook, bro.
For sure.
We didn't even have that. So now you got so many people that's trying to give away information, so much readily available information. Now, today, I feel like we're in the easiest time to become a millionaire. And, like, if you ain't getting the M, or you ain't close to getting it, like, in 2020, bro, you fucking up.
Yeah. Even, like, I meet a lot of people too, though. They be like, oh, well, I ain't on the internet. I'm more low key and this and that. What you think, like, about them type of people that just, like, I feel like, because I be trying to tell them, like, y'all don't understand the internet is so important. You know what I mean? Like, if you seeing what's going on with social media, why pull yourself out the loop?
I wouldn't be successful the way I'm in today without the internet. It ain't even possible. So again, if you look at the people that are successful, you look at some of the things that's actually making this person successful, you need to take them same traits, them same attributes, the same reasons, and the same methods that they use to be successful. You need to execute on that. Like right. I ain't the person that I am. I don't make the money I am without internet. It's not possible.
So you were saying that you was married, right?
That's a fact.
Who makes a decision on the money in the house? You know what I mean?
Me, because my wife, she is not the best at managing money.
Oh, okay.
She's not. Nah. I remember meeting my wife and having to help her get, her credit in order, helping her, get financially stable. She's a whole lot better now, but I manage all of the money. I make sure that all of the bills and everything get paid. Like, I let my wife, she chill. You feel me?
Yeah. So, like, as far as, is the relationship 50, do you believe in 50-50?
Nah, 50-50 is crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, 50-50 that's crazy. Like, I feel like that's real, like, bum activity. Like, my wife, she don't work. She don't do nothing. She just go get her hair done, go get her nails done. Like, I retired my wife a long time ago. When we first met, I retired my wife.
Right.
And we've been together 14 years now. Like, for 14 years, she ain't worked. She ain't had to do nothing.
Right.
I took care of my wife. We don't do, ain't no 50-50, ain't no 75-25. You don't pay nothing. You don't do nothing. You sit down, you relax. I just need you to focus on the kids. Just do what you're going to do around the crib. Enjoy yourself. Like, I tell my wife all the time, I love the fact that you just get to do what the fuck you want to do every single day. And and that's, for me, that's cool for me. Like, most people may not agree with it. They may say, nah, bro, crazy. The reality is that any man who's making money, because we were made to provide and protect.
Right.
Any man that's making money and got a girl, if you had enough money, she wouldn't have to work. You wouldn't want her to work.
Right.
You just want to go do your thing, come to the crib, you know what I'm saying, get you some, whatever, and then you chilling. Like, you want her to have energy for you. Why she got to go work a job, come back home and give you the worst version of herself? That's crazy to me.
For sure.
My wife, I need it all every night. Give me the best version of you.
So, for instance, let's say if roles was reversed, do you think she'd do the same for you?
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because how long we've been together. Like, how long now the reality is that for a woman to be taking care of a man like that shit ain't cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even feel like a man with my wife being a breadwinner and trying to take care of me. Like, I still got to go out. I still got to hunt. I still got to do something. Like, I can't sit at the crib and just let her just, like, we've had these type of conversations. I can't do it. I don't know how niggas sit at the crib.
The reason why I ask, because, like, in life, sometimes times get slow. So you still will kind of want a person, like, similar like yourself.
Bro, ain't no slow times, bro. What slow times?
No, not saying, like, I'm just saying, though, like, just if, like, somebody that's watching that
so you saying like maybe I fell off and she making the money.
So, for instance, like a hustler type of female, like yourself. You know what I mean? Like a version of you.
Yeah.
Female version.
That's tough, man. I ain't gonna lie. I had, at one point in time in my life, I was like, I wanted that. I wanted somebody that was like me. Yeah. And I had to realize that wanting somebody that was like me wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what I really truly desired was just somebody who was more supportive. Right.
Oh, okay.
I wanted somebody that was more supportive of me, supportive of what I'm doing, and who could just sit back and say, "Oh, I love what you're doing. Thank you for what you're doing for the family and stuff like that."
Oh,
like
okay.
The hustler, it's cool, but I rather do what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna let you appreciate that. Like, exactly. And again, I would feel less of a man if I wasn't taking care of, say my girl or my wife or my kids. It just wouldn't feel right to me. You know what I'm saying?
So look, when you first got a mentor, right? And you paid him, how did your wife feel about that?
She was like, "You finna pay who what?"
Yeah.
Like, that's like, she was like, because it was over $50,000.
Yeah.
For coaching, and she was just like, I ain't gonna lie, Shirley, that's a lot of money. And at the time, we really didn't have, like, for me at that time, I would have had to work a whole month and a half based upon what I was making to make that. So it was just like, that was a lot of money for us at that time. And so I ain't gonna even lie. What I did was I went and liquidated a couple of my credit cards at the time.
Yeah.
Because he wanted it as a wire. You couldn't pay with the credit card. So I had to liquidate the credit card, you know what I'm saying, and go put the money in the bank. And I had to send him that wire because that's the only way he was accepting the payment. So now you talking about really putting the pressure on you because I got to pay the credit card companies back with all this crazy interest. So she was just like, that's a lot to think about and a lot to consider. But she was like, in that moment still, I remember like it was just, I was in Miami at this meeting and he made the offer and I was like, I'm going to accept this offer. But I was like, just to respect my relationship, I was like, I called her. Now, the reality is that I ain't going to even lie to you. Like, whether she said yes or no, I was still locked in. Because when God give you a vision, he gave it to you. He ain't necessarily give it to the wife or the partner or the spouse.
For sure.
So he gave it to me and he said, this is what I want you to go do. You've been asking for a change and for something different. So I just call her out of respect. Yeah. Whether she said yes or no, I still was going to pay. But you didn't
miss that opportunity.
I didn't miss that opportunity.
Yeah.
Because I never knew when that opportunity would come back around. That opportunity is what got me in the position I'm in. Like, if I didn't say yes to that, or if I would have let my wife deter me from that, bro, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So I understand that sometimes your partner may not be on the same page as you, but you got to, like, tell your partner, like, look, respectfully, but, like, this what I'm supposed to do. This is my call, and I got to tap into this. Like, I just need you to rock out with me. And she was just like, well, look, I trust you. You ain't never really did too much crazy stuff to put us in a bad position. She's like, so just do it and go crazy then.
Right. So I know you said you had a live training and stuff like that. Where everybody can go, tap in with that?
Yeah, so they can go on my Instagram at Mr. Phenomenalpower. I'm on TikTok as well. Facebook is Dion Coopwood. They can tap in, man, click the link in the bio. But I would just say, like, the quickest, easiest way to tap in with me, man, just go straight to Instagram. Go to at Mr. Phenomenalpower. Click the link in the bio. I got a live training. I'm showing you on that train. I'm giving up all of the game, all of the sauce. Like, so I don't believe in gatekeeping, bro.
Yeah.
So, like, on the training, bro, they getting all the information that they need. They can tap in with me. I'm going to teach them about Metro 2, how to use it, show them some live results. I'm going to show them how to go get their first $50,000 in funding from the bank. You know what I'm saying? And how to run a credit repair company, make an extra few $1,000s a month. So you can sit at your crib and make money.
So if they credit low, you're going to tell them how to get their credit up, and you're going to help them get the funding, and you're going to help them start their own credit repair business.
I got them, bro.
All in one.
I want to put people in position to win, man. And look, before we get out of here, bro, I gotta give you your flowers. I got to give you a shout out, bro. Like, I don't know if you understand, like, the impact that you really have on the culture, bro. Like, the followers that you got, the engagement that you got, what you've been doing for a very long time. Like, I've been doing this for me. This is like my 3rd year in the digital space, being an influencer. But you got to think, bro, you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
And not only that, you ain't make no excuses. You remind me a lot like my bro Wallow. Like, he come home from jail, and bro been going crazy. He running laps around people.
Yeah.
You came home, bro, and you running laps around people.
Yeah.
So regardless of, you know what I'm saying, what people may think and they may perceive, because when you look at your page right now, you be like, this is just a dude with a lot of money, bro. But sitting here talking to you and having conversations before, like, it's deeper than that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so I appreciate what you did for the city, man. Just the influence, the impact, man. And bro, you've been going crazy. I gotta show you some love,
yes,
bro.
sir. Appreciate you, my boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So look, man, make sure y'all tap in with us at Famous and Wealthy Podcast, man. Make sure y'all follow Patreon at Band Clan University, man. We going up, man. Tap in.